It is a pleasure to see you again on my CryptoQ Media channel. Is 5 the price you expect XRP to reach in this cycle? How about 8, 9, or 10? Do you think it's possible for prices to go up in some way? It continues circling back to me. If I knew the cure, I wouldn't be making videos for YouTube or working for a living. I fed some data into this local LLM to generate reports and make predictions. Does it make sense? What are our expectations? It came to my mind that we may go into that topic further. The broad strokes and ballpark figures are all I need to cover. I looked into growth cycles of Bitcoin and altcoins, weighted averages, and other things. This is a very short summary of my research. The research shows that there are special challenges in predicting XRP's potential new all-time high. Delistings from US and exchanges, along with the ongoing action with the SEC, severely impacted the asset's growth during the 2021 bull run, minimizing the effect of regulatory hurdles. Believe me when I say that the price wasn't the only thing that was limited. The legal matter is now behind us, so you can focus on the forthcoming feature updates. Now that risk and SEC inspection have passed, things are happening that weren't there before, such fresh ideas, apps appearing on the chain, interest in developing an XRP ETF, and more. The development, onboarding, and adoption fronts, as well as the price difference, still require attention. Our motivation and excitement were sapped by that. Disputes surround the 2017 figures. Our highest point ever was 3.84. The issue is still prevalent in 2021. In a number of different ways, it close to 18.82. The approximate cost was 1.96. That is why it is okay. Values interchangeable. Again, we're in a new world, and crypto is in a new place, so we looked at previous performance from 17 to 21. Nevertheless, we endeavored to track expansion during these times. Along with Ethereum Classic, Cardano, Monero, Basic Attention, and token waves, numerous additional assets were taken into consideration. I did take BNB and Doge out of the weighted average due to their poor performance. In this group of coins include EOS and a number of others that failed to reach new all-time highs. BNB performed a 70x TAHA and a 45x. It is clear that XLM and Neo Dash are two of those coins that have seen better times. But XRP isn't the only coin in its group that hasn't broken a new record. Some of them didn't even bother to sue the SEC. They couldn't do it, so we utilized it to set some criteria since they couldn't. Because of this, we have several options for how to tackle this. Nevertheless, this growth multiplier would be more applicable to XRP's most recent highs than its all-time highs. If we multiply this type of average by the previous cycle, we get an XRP value of about 7.66. In response to delisting and regulatory uncertainties, AI developed this, which they called a catch-up effect. Since much of that has already happened, it's reasonable to think that XRP will follow its original trajectory before adding a multiplier. That, too, is debatable. We acted very badly during adoption and building, but it appeared to be the correct thing to do for the sake of comparison. So, the concept was formed, with the hope that this catch-up effect may come to fruition. Could it be possible for the price to go higher than 19.55? Crypto is, without a doubt, a crazy place. You cannot be shown an exact truth. If you expect things to go high, they will. In what ways may I approach this task? Whatever happens, I will be following the news closely. Not only would it make me happy if the XRP ledger became extensively utilized for payments, but it would also be great if famous people began using Ripple stablecoin or the ledger in some capacity. If we witness significant players adopting this technique to settle payments, it will benefit both your bits and FOMO. But if you're up against a bigger foe, you can use a large multiplier. Obviously, the first ledger has seen a rise in the use of meme currencies. Regardless of our feelings about the end goal, are there other attractive uses for the ledger that might entice retailers to adopt it? It appears that a floor exists. Why? Because it could have far-reaching consequences. If XRP users start using the ledger, things might change drastically. Is the SEC court case nearing its conclusion after the election? Maybe the appeal may be announced with an unexpected resolution. Are any reforms in the works at the SEC finally? When will an exchange-traded fund ETF launch? Even if it's not a BlackRock or Fidelity, the game could shift if some ETFs go online. Not to mention the abundance of topics that I am just not capable of thinking about. I am thus closely monitoring this matter. How will I feel after 1, 2, or 3 months? It seems likely to me. I foresee an extraordinary occurrence in the year 2025. Can you tell me where I'm aiming? When you get down to it, it's probably between 50 cents and $5. Half the people who are listening to me think I'm crazy, and I'm missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Approximately 50% of them think he will never be able to do it. I am aiming towards it at the moment. We can always make changes down the road, but in my opinion, we should strive at 5,550 or close to it. Time is not yet wasted. The stove is hot. However, I foresee a massive crypto bull run in the year 2025. The value of coins is skyrocketing. I am certain that I may amass a fortune if I sell a significant chunk of my XRP holdings at 5 and its value surges to 10 or 15. Do you think I'm going to feel bad about this? I assure you, I am not posing as one. Everything I did to get XRP will have been worthwhile if we are successful. We are utterly focused on getting there. My previous statement remains true as of this past week. Even with all the recent market volatility, I do not believe XRP to be a blockchain or asset that is stable enough to suggest keeping onto. That might change again if there is a huge uptake of Ripple or if the network's dominance changes. If you want to know how to get out of security status, you should read up on FIT 21, one of the interesting aspects of the proposed bill. Who knows if this section will pass? But, security status can be yours if you possess 20% of the supply or more. If this passed and Ripple was forced to do something with a large amount of XRP, such as transfer it to a development arm or an unconnected foundation, or discover some beneficial use for it, it may significantly alter the current situation. Because of that, this network could change. Changes occur in networks over time. If something major happened that made me realize, you know what, XRP is right there with Bitcoin and Ethereum, I would be willing to keep forever increasing prices even if it meant going through another down market. It doesn't seem like we've arrived at this time. If you are able to do it, I think it's great. Our individual investment portfolios reflect this reality. All I'm doing is being completely honest. Seeing it before I sell would be a huge help, therefore I'd prefer it if it could happen sooner rather than later. Nevertheless, these are the risks that come with investing in whatever form. Appreciating my video is a privilege. Click the subscribe button and then tell me what you think when you're done.